So much
Hi.
for attending the staff meeting. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Good. So I don't want to take too much of your time. I know you have a busy day on the unit, so this will just be a quick 15-minute staff meeting.
Okay.
But it is going to be about our EMR, electronic medical record.
Okay.
So, as you know, our current EMR is very outdated. We've been using it for many, many, many of years.
Mhm.
Um, and it's actually because it's so outdated, it's causing issues from our side
Mhm.
and the patient's side.
Mhm.
So, from the patient's perspective, I get lots of complaints from them after they're discharged. They need an updated system where they can view all their latest health data that went in during the hospital, so they can pull it, take it to their outpatient appointments, etc. And
Mhm.
then from our side, um, I'm increasingly more concerned because we're spending so much time documenting that
Yeah.
it's not allowing us time to do other patient care tasks.
Mhm.
So I don't know if you feel that way or not. It's definitely something I can kind of like see from a bird's eye view, and I get a lot of complaints from other nurses about
Mm.
how inefficient the documentation system is. So
Mhm.
um, we really need a system that can streamline this for us to make us more productive, but then also allow for a better patient experience.
Okay.
So I'm really excited to share with you, and I will
Mhm.
share with the rest of the team, that we're going to be moving to a new electronic health record EMR system in
Okay.
about 6 months.
6 months. Okay. So what does that what
Yes.
does that mean for us?
Yeah, let me share with you. I'm glad you asked. So, really, the reason I chose this system and that we're moving forward with it is so that it can streamline our documentation
Mhm.
and allow the patient to view their side. Like I said, when we streamline our documentation, that will allow for more time you can spend with your patient. So that might mean more time during your med passes, more time assessing, doing other patient care tasks. But then,
Mhm.
also that might allow for more time having an uninterrupted break or
Mhm.
actually leaving on time.
Mhm.
So, for example, I have observed that a lot of our nurses will, at the end of their shift, stay after and be documenting because they didn't have
Mhm.
time during their shift to document.
Mhm.
And that's just not healthy for anybody. That's really been a big priority for me. Um, looking for solutions for that. And I think that this is one of those solutions to make us more efficient so that you have the time. And again, everyone will choose with this extra time. Once the documentation is streamlined, you choose what you do with your extra time. But I'm hoping that will help reduce that.
Okay.
Um, I think ultimately here we need a better tool to use during our shifts. We all deserve a tool that will make us more efficient during our shifts
Mhm.
so that we can leave on time.
Okay.
Um, so before I open it up for any more questions, I want to share with you kind of like my vision, the timeline that I kind of
Mhm.
envision, but I really want us to develop a mutual one and hear from you what other things you need so that you and the rest of the staff can feel comfortable,
Mhm.
and supported when this does go live.
Okay.
So, like I said, I asked for them to roll out in about 6 months. So it won't
Mhm.
be any earlier than that because we need the time to to customize the system to what to that works for us
Mhm.
and learn about it so that we feel secure when it goes live. So, next month during our monthly staff meeting, I asked the reps from the EMR system to come and do like a 30-minute demonstration of the system. So everybody
Mhm.
knows what it is. You get a little taste for it, a little feel. That's not really like a class where you're going to learn everything. That's truly just like an overall picture of what it is. All right. And then what I would like to do after that presentation, I would like to assess the staff, and I don't know if you'd be interested as well, and ask for anybody who would like to be super users.
Okay.
So those people would help head the initiative.
Mhm.
And I'm really looking for nurses that like technology, that
Mhm.
enjoy, electronics and that want to influence what they would be documenting every day, because those super users will work over the next like 2 months with the EMR team a couple hours per week. And of course, they'll be paid for their time, and they'll help customize the things that we want within our system so that we ensure that the documentation gets more streamlined. Okay. So I'm hoping to identify like maybe 5 or 6 super users among our staff. Okay. So then after that, I'm going to ask the EMR reps then to come in and do like 2 to 3 hour classes with everybody. So that will take another 2 months, of course, to engage all of the staff. Everybody will take the course, even the PCTs, because they'll be documenting the system too, or CNAs. So that will take us probably 2 months to get through, and that kind of leads us right up to 6 months for go live.
Okay.
So at go live, every new system, with any change, there's going to be challenges, of course, and bumps and unexpected questions that we have. So during go live, I want the team to feel supportive. So my plan, and please let me know what you think of this. My plan is that for the super users who will have, they will be really like experts in the system among us, because they'll have designed it and then helped with training and stuff like that. So I was planning to, for that first week of go live, that will arguably be the toughest week, of course, because everyone's going to get their questions, documenting everything. I will assign a super user from our team for each shift. So there'll be a super user on day shift and night shift. So, and that's out of patient care. I'm going to pay them to be there for the shift, just helping with documentation for the nurses and PCTs, so that you can go to them with questions to help reduce the amount of time that you'll be asking questions, and figuring things out as you go along, because it will take extra time up front. There's no doubt about it. But then as we get better, it will smooth out and allow us more time. So what do you think? Any initial thoughts? Any questions?
I mean, I'm hesitant just because the way we've rolled out other projects in the past, sometimes it feels like things are really rushed and we're not quite prepared. But I think you have a good plan so far, and I think as long as you have the right people involved, I think we can make this a positive experience. I guess my one question I do have is I want to make sure that like nursing stakeholders are present in this decision-making process, because we're really the ones that use the system the most. And I'm sure this is something you've thought of, but I just want to make sure that we have good nursing representation when these decisions are being made.
Sure. And I will tell you, I appreciate you telling me that change is always difficult, and I don't blame you for feeling this way at all.
Yeah.
I feel this way to some extent too, I wish we didn't even have to go through it, and like we would just like have the system there, but that is life. And I'll tell you that it might alleviate your fears a little bit. The super users, that group of like 6 to 7 nurses, hopefully, any change, any decisions that are made, we're going to come together as a group and decide.
Okay.
So once I identify those 7 nurses, I'll of course let you all know, so then you can tell them your thoughts, and they're going to be your spokesperson, so that we can come to a decision that is beneficial for everybody.
Okay. I think that's helpful. I think that definitely eases my concerns a little bit. And, change, like we said, change is hard. But I think as long as we have the right support, we'll see it through.
Yeah. Okay. Well, thank you so much. I appreciate it. You'll hear me talking about this to the other staff members. So I appreciate your time. I'll let you get back to the unit, but I think we have, with your comments, I think, that helps me to design this plan a little bit further and understand how you guys are feeling. So I'm really confident that in 6 months, we will feel supported and really have underneath our belt the tools we need.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Okay. Thank you.